Microsoft has cancelled thousands of Claude Code licenses inside its own engineering division. It's not an indictment on the capabilities of Claude. This is about cost and consolidation. So I think I can say that the era of cheap AI is officially coming to an end. According to The Verge, Microsoft opened up Claude Code access to internal developers in December 2025, inviting thousands of employees, including project managers and designers with minimal coding experience, to experiment with AI-assisted development. Only 6 months later, the Experience and Devices team is winding down most use of Claude Code with a cutoff of the 30th of June 2026, which is the last day of Microsoft's financial year. The official explanation is that developers should consolidate onto GitHub, which Microsoft owns, which competes directly with Claude Code. However, just like we have seen elsewhere, token-based billing is becoming a nightmare for CFOs the world over. The Claude Code pilot burned through its annual AI budget in months. Flat seat licensing obscured the true token consumption costs, which is a structural gap that essentially usage-based pricing exposes immediately at enterprise scale. The tool works. I suppose that's actually the problem. It's a sledgehammer being used to mount a picture frame. This is not a story about one budget blowout at one single company. It is a story about pricing architecture that nobody has figured out how to govern yet. The old software procurement model ran on seat licenses. You paid per user, you budgeted per user, you forecasted per user. Clean, predictable. The finance teams understood it. Token-based billing is the default model for frontier AI APIs, meaning any enterprise deploying agentic or code generation tools at scale actually faces the same budget exposure that Microsoft hit. And most procurement and finance teams have no frameworks to forecast or to cap it. The more capable the model, the more tokens it consumes. So the better the tool performs, the faster it actually eats the budget. And you've essentially built an incentive structure that punishes adoption. And the AI CEOs knew it. This is why everyone was prompted to embed everything as soon as possible, cut workforce, because guess what? They knew that they would need to drive dependency to ensure long-term adoption. The hype and the fear worked. And now the response is to retreat towards platform consolidation. Not because the rival tools are better, but because the rival tool is yours. And so at least in this instance, the cost is an accounting problem rather than a vendor problem. For every organization currently piloting agentic tools, in government, in health, in financial services, there is a glaring governance question sitting underneath all that excitement around productivity gains. Can you actually afford it when the bill lands? And most of them do not. And it turns out even those in enterprise can't as well.